It was great. I think the energy was high. It was great to get in the gym and have everyone under the same roof, working together. Super fun, great energy, and we were hitting a lot of shots.
What is it like to be with your college teammate again, Bree Hall?
Oh, it's so nice. I feel like, once again, it's like I'm in my junior year and she's coming in as a freshman, and that's exactly how it was at South Carolina. But I think it's great just being able to watch her learn and kind of take that next step on this in the WNBA, and so it's just pretty great.
What has the last couple of weeks or however long you have been here been like getting to know everyone, because there's more new faces and returnees?
It's been great. I think what I've enjoyed the most is being able to have it as a process and not just feel like I'm in it, like right here and have to learn everything right away. I've been here for, I think, about 3 weeks. And so just being able to be here, learning the offense, learning the coaches, working on my game, and being able to put it into play now, it feels really great.
What have you worked on this summer, I guess, to just build your game and get ready for the season?
I feel like this is my answer all the time. Consistency around the paint in that mid-range area. I think that's going to have to be my bread and butter, and obviously working towards the three. But I think just thinking about our offense, and for me, it's just going to be confident in taking whatever shot that I choose to take, in a sense, because I've worked on it. And I think the coaches do a great job of instilling that confidence in all of us that you're capable of taking and knocking down any shot you take.
Any takeaways early on from how Steph runs her practices?
Yeah, it's different from what we have been used to here, but it's pretty great. I think she gets to the point, we do what we have to do, and then we get on to the next thing. I think that's pretty great. So it's kind of on us on how we move through the workout and the practice, but it's been pretty great. I think today was a great first day. It's been great. I think what I love about them the most is the way that they communicate. No matter what they're talking to you, they're telling you what they think, what they see. And I feel like as a player that wants to continue to grow, there's no better feeling than that, is having an experienced vet that has won so many times. Is just being able to learn from them is amazing.
It's one day, but just the potential of this group and all the talent here and Steph, like, does that excite you?
It does. I feel like it excited me since we made trades and we got everyone on the roster, in a sense, and now to finally be on the court, I think it's just even more, like, the energy is even higher, because you could always picture it when you see it on social media. Oh, we have DB, oh, we have Tosh. But now to be in the same place, in the same building, on the same team, it's a great feeling.
Aliyah, what's it like to go into a second year with Caitlin and kind of knowing each other's game, whereas last year you had to kind of learn as well?
Yeah, I think it's going to be better for both of us because I think initially last year, obviously at the beginning of the season, it was a little rough just trying to continue to figure out that play, but now we know exactly how we like to play, how we like to get the ball, what we like to do in transition, and so I think it's just going to make it super easy because we're just going to be able to flow right into it.
It's kind of the attitude coming in with totally new expectations and realizing new opportunities because of those additions.
Yeah, I don't think the expectations has changed for the Fever. I think it's about winning, being able to be the top of the league, come home with that ring. I feel like every year you go into a new season, that is your expectation. And so that hasn't really changed, but I think obviously having the staff, a new staff, and obviously new faces, it's like everyone knows what that expectation, everyone knows that this is what we're coming in to do. And so once again, it makes the practice so much easier because you know what you're competing for.
Kind of your first impressions, you're familiar with the coaching staff, but not the team as much. How'd that go today?
I think it went really well for our first day, especially like integrating so many new pieces with the rookies and then all the turnover that we had. I'm kind of impressed. You know, the ball wasn't flying all over the gym, so that's the start. But just trying to learn each other's strengths. So it's been a lot of fun.
You've had a lot of experiences in the WNBA. What do you make of this team? I know it's just day one, but are you excited about the potential of this team?
Yeah, young legs. The youth is on our side. Got a lot of firepower, a lot of weapons. We know it's really, really hard to win in this league, and you need that these days. You know, every team is good, so I'm just excited to see what kind of combinations and pieces that Steph put together to put us in a good position to score.
DeWanna, what's the balance between, like, obviously giving grace because it's first day, but being a competitor and wanting things to be a certain way?
I think it's all come down to discipline. Yeah, we're gonna have turnovers, but doing the things the right way, and then just being repetitive until you get it right. But I think we got a good group of kids and a good group, I say kids because I'm older, but a good group of ladies who understand what it takes to be. They want to get to the next level, so you don't really have to do too much, but just understanding that it's going to take time and give yourself a little grace, but at the same time, we're going to do it the right way.
One of those ladies, obviously Caitlin, so what's it been like just building that relationship with you two? I saw you kind of mess around with each other on the court, so it looks like it's going pretty well.
Yeah, for sure. She's such a dynamic player. She does a lot for this team, and we understand that. So I think everybody's here just want to make her life easier, and she wants to make everybody else's life easier. So just putting all the pieces together that we can be a threat on, every level of the court, not just with Caitlin this year. So I'm just ready to put it all together, and it's so crazy because we got 4 days before we play a preseason game, so I think we got to put it together pretty quick. But yeah, the relationship is going great. Yeah, I love C.
What's it like coming in here as a vet and kind of taking on that leadership role with the new team and media?
It's different, definitely different because, you go from playing with an older group in Connecticut to a younger group. But the most impressive thing, I think, is them wanting to be better. They want to be a great team. They want to be a great organization. They want the leadership. So just all eyes looking at me like, okay, BB, what do you want to do next? And, everybody just been receptive of me being a leader. And I'm just trying to give all the knowledge I can, but also save my breath because they fast. They run a lot.
In what ways do you hope more on that leadership rub off? Do you think it'll just be in moments you'll see something and point something out?
Definitely. Just understanding that it's not too high, not too low. I think my leadership is going to come then. In the season when you start off, you're all excited, and then you get to that point where it's kind of, dull a little bit. The excitement wears off, and just understanding, like, we still got to work. We still want to be playing our best ball in September. So I think my leadership is going to come in then. And, right now we just kind of playing off adrenaline and trying to learn and understand each other. So it's exciting.
And today,
Sorry, go ahead.
did it today have that defensive influence? You obviously had that in Connecticut. How did that compare as you guys try to add that defensive versatility here?
Yeah, we know we have to play defense, but I think Steph told us that we were 11th in the league last year in Indiana. That's not going to cut it to win too many games. So we know we got to be better. I'm not saying we got to be the best defensive team in the pack, but that would be nice. But at the same time, we know we got to dial in and lock in a little bit more if we're going to win games. And if we don't, we're going to lose. So I'm a competitor, so I'm going to make them compete. I'm going to make them compete on defense. That's what I've been doing the last couple of years. So it's fun. We'll make it fun.
Having practiced under Steph plenty before, was there anything that you kind of shared with your new teammates about what to expect from a practice?
If you only knew how many text messages I got, like, what is practice going to be like? What is practice going to be like? I'm like, yeah, she's going to run you to death. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, I did get a lot of text messages the night before, and just trying to understand Steph and what it takes. And like I said, this team wants to be better. This team wants to be great. So just getting those text messages was like, wow, like, you could tell people are dialed in, and they want this, and they want this leadership from Steph and from myself. So I just kind of gave them a rundown of the training camp. And then afterwards, I'm like, not so bad, huh? And they're like, yeah, it wasn't too bad.
You want to, as a veteran, oftentimes it's like, oh, you want to sustain a certain level of play, but what things are you still trying to get better at this in your career?
Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm always learning. I feel like Austin is like our offensive coach, and I'm always going to him trying to understand what I can do. And it's so crazy now. I'm trying to relearn everything. Yeah, I know the system, but it's like they need different things from me on this team that they needed from Connecticut. So just understanding where I need to be in the offense and how to make everybody else, a little bit better and be comfortable. Because I feel like I'm 15 years in, so I know how to make myself comfortable. My teammates are still kind of new, so I want them to be comfortable, and then I will adjust more than them. Yeah.
Once they let us in, it seemed like Blue was really sharing the ball really quickly on the offensive end. Is that encouraging kind of foundation to lay with games as close as they are?
Yeah, I feel like that's the way you have to win. You can't make it like a one-man show or one person, because that's how the defense easily lock in. We know we got a lot of weapons, and we know we need to share the ball. I'm all for that, to make the easiest shot on the court, and the best shot on the court is kind of what we're going to go by. And I think we're doing a good job of just figuring it out. And to say it was the first day, it went well. So who knows, we might mix the team up tomorrow and be something different. But just keep learning each other.